What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Credit Plug channel, where we talk about how to build credit, how to establish relationships with banks and financial institutions, and most importantly, how to get you access to high limit credit funding. So in today's video, we're going to be doing another MDI review. So that stands for Minority Depository Institution. Now, these are some of the most underutilized financial resources. They usually provide a little bit less stringent underwriting criteria and usually have some type of social purpose. Now, the other day we did a review on Cathay Bank, which is the third largest MDI. In today's video, we're going to be doing a review of Carver Federal Savings Bank. Now, Carver Federal Savings Bank is actually the third largest Black-owned MDI in the country, and they offer some great products on their business side. Anyways, let's go jump over and I'll walk you through their products and services. So here we have the MDI list that I got off the FDIC website, and that's Minority Depository Institution. I sorted it from largest to smallest in terms of assets and color coded it based on ownership type. So whether that's Hispanic, Asian, Black, or Native American. Now, at number one, we have Banco Popular de Puerto Rico with 55 billion in assets. Next up is East West Bank based out of Pasadena, California with 50 billion. And then we have number three, Cathay Bank, which we did a review on. They're based out of Los Angeles, but they have branches throughout the United States, and they have 19 billion. So as you can see, there's a huge gap between the top two and the rest of the MDIs. But as you go down this list, we see our first Native American owned MDI, Gateway First Bank, based out of Oklahoma with 1.6 billion. And then if we keep going, we see our first Black owned MDI, Liberty Bank and Trust, which we've done several reviews on. They have 756 million in assets. And you could see the disparity between, let's say, the largest Black owned MDI versus like the largest Asian owned or Hispanic owned MDI. It's just, 756 million versus 55 billion, right? So you keep going down this list. We see One United, they're the second largest Black owned MDI, 683 million. And then Carver Federal Savings Bank. So I wanted to talk about Carver Federal Savings Bank. So they're the third largest Black owned MDI. And I feel like a lot of people know about One United and Liberty Bank, but not too many people talk about Carver Federal Savings Bank, and they're almost comparable in size to One United. I wanted to cover some of their products and services. So let's jump over to their website and I'll walk through their business products. So here we are on the Carver Federal Savings Bank website. Now, I'm not going to go over all their products and services, but I specifically wanted to go over the Carver Cash Access Business and Personal Loans. So these offer competitive rates with no prepayment penalty, quick access to funds, and limits from 500 up to 50,000. So first, let's go over the Carver Business Access Loans. So they have a variety of installment loans, secured installment loans, business lines of credit, and overdraft line of credit. So the installment loan goes from a minimum of 1,000 up to 15,000. It's great for established businesses with good credit history, but with smaller borrowing needs. And it's a fast and simple loan process. They also have secured installment loans. So from amounts of 1,000 up to 50,000, this is a good way to establish a credit history, and it must be secured by a Carver savings or certificate of deposit account. So this is a way for you to even build business credit using your own cash, because you can get a secured installment loan for your business. They also offer an unsecured business line of credit from 1,000 up to 15,000. You have to have a Carver business checking account. Now, one great thing is that their simple business checking, there's no minimum maintenance fees. So this is a great account to use for your business. They also offer an overdraft line of credit as well. That also requires a business checking account with Carver, and the loans go from 500 to 1,500, and it's really just to provide short-term funds for unexpected expenses. Now, they also offer personal cash access loans as well. So the personal loans have much lower limits from 500 to 1,500. The personal secured loans go from 500 to 25,000. It also must be secured by a Carver savings or CD account. And then they have overdraft line of credit from 500 to 1,500. Now, I spoke with one of the representatives, and they were able to give some insight into their qualifications, at least for their business cash access loans. So you're going to need a minimum of a 650 credit score. I would just be prepared for them to pull any combination of your three major credit bureaus. In addition to the 650 minimum, you're also going to need to provide your articles of organization or your certificate of formation, your operating agreement, your corporate resolution. And these business loans are only for businesses registered in the state of New York, unfortunately. But for those in the tri-state area, you can definitely look into the Carver Business Cash Access loans. All right, so just to recap, Carver Federal Savings Bank is the third largest Black-owned MDI in the country. They offer business cash access loans. Now, these are very easy to get approved for if you qualify. You're going to need a minimum of a 650 credit score. One of the downsides is that they pull multiple bureaus to qualify you, so just keep that in mind. Also, your business will need to be registered in the state of New York. So if you're outside of New York, then you won't be able to get their business loans. Also have to provide your articles of organization, certificate of formation, as well as your operating agreement, corporate resolution, and your SS4 form from the IRS. If there's anyone interested in applying, I put a link in the description. Until next time, y'all take it easy, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.